My name is Kenneth Burke. My company is Black Series Edition LLC. We're in here doing some demonstrations of my wall-to-wall projection setup. This is using our professional black cinema screen paint, which is now a 48. It was a 44, but now converted to a 48. So we got both of the walls coated with this technology. I'm using my computer system on this side over here, my computer. And on this side, I got my Fire Stick. And we have the Dreamcast running over here with Marvel's vs. Capcom. One of the things I love about this technology, you can pick up a 100% contrast level without the need of an expensive projector. So you don't have to worry about having 2 million to 1, 3 million to 1, 4 million, whatever. You don't need it, due to the fact that screens generate a 100% contrast level. It's also one of the brightest technologies we've ever developed because this is using the Heightener Technology 3, which allows our screen to generate a lot of white light. Some demonstrations over here. See it doing some of my work on here. There we go. We have 3 screens running in here at the same time. That's running on ultra short throw. Right there on the floor. And over here we have our Christie LW505 projector over to this side over there. And then behind me we have the Sony VPL FH30. So we're running 3 projectors in here, fully lit environment. None of the screens are washing out, none are fading. We don't have to worry about calibrating. We don't have to worry about overpriced, expensive projectors. We're pulling 100% contrast, so the screen is physically black. And again, ambient light rejection technology. Oh, need my open up back here. Just one more windows back here. And what I like about this setup is the fact that we can come in and we can swap our projectors out at will, which means we can basically show multiple projectors in here at one time. So that way the customer can see how the screen paint reacts on different multiple projectors. Instead of seeing the exact same projector every single day, you have the option of seeing how it's going to play on different forms of projectors. As a matter of fact, we suggest these projectors to you because we've had used them against our product, or on our product. So let me show you right here, take this off. Show you that we have window light pushing through, as you can see. Nice and bright, we don't have any dark shadows, none of that nonsense. And the screens can pull up with no problem whatsoever. Look at that, that's absolutely beautiful. That's pulling up a level that dark. And look at the color pop. The reason why you're told, and again, people really got to stop lying on saying that real projection screens require calibrating. No, failed projection screens require calibrating. First things first, you buy a projector, and then the first thing you're told when you buy the projector that you have to calibrate due to the fact that you need to correct your colors. Well, the reason why you're having that problem is because, again, screens that require to be calibrated don't have ambient light rejection technology. A true ambient light rejection technology can produce a beautiful image in a fully lit environment without washing out or fading. That's the whole purpose of ambient light rejection, to allow your screen to absorb light without washing out. We have 3 screens in here running in a fully lit environment and no problem whatsoever. I can walk into the next room. I have my screen there. It's 159 inches. That absorbs a ton of light because it's nearly the size of the entire wall. And as you can see, we can project on ultra short throw, maintain beautiful colors without calibrating or that nonsense. We can maintain a projector. There's my host set up in here. See that? My host set up in here. Yeah, we're $860 of hardware. That's it. Look how beautiful the white levels pop up. Let's take another angle. Let's go over here in the doorway. Go in my doorway. And look at it from another point of view. So now you can see the angle gain on my screen, as you can watch that screen and that screen at the same time. These are the demonstrations that you're supposed to be seeing on screen paint. The problem is that the industry and people who follow the industry do the exact same demonstrations they do because they're easy demonstrations. take a projector, we'll stick it in a dark environment, we'll get a high caliber machine, we'll calibrate it because the colors don't come in correctly. We'll pick something up with an insane amount of contrast attached to it, so that way you can pick up a darker shade of gray, and we'll stick this in a dark environment. We'll call it ambient controlled environment, and then claims that it works. So what happens is the customer goes outside the box. He decides that he or she doesn't want to calibrate, they don't want to be stuck in a dark environment, and they don't want to spend the money for an expensive projector. They're going to have to because the screen's going to need it. The screen's going to have to require expensive projector in order to work. The better the projector, the better your image. Not so with our technology. That's why we're using all these old projectors in our demonstration. That's what happens when you use a screen. Again, that requires these certain, what do you call it, tasks in order to get the screen to work right. We know we've been on the YouTube field trips. We looked at the video demonstrations. Every single one of them stuck in dark environments. And it's extremely bad if you're using an ultra short throw and you're stuck in the dark. Because that's designed to be a TV top box at the end of the day. So you should not be having that problem. All projectors here are sitting in eco mode because there's no point in burning them because the screen does not require it. Screens generate enough light as it possibly can. So we run all projectors in here in eco mode. This is why I explained why the black technology is more superior. If I left this room the way it is in that light gray, nothing would have pulled up in this environment, especially with the lights on. I did demonstrations when I first came here. I didn't have any paint and everything set up. We set everything up. We basically hit the walls with it and nothing came up. But for those of you who feel that gray screen paints, and I have no idea why, you completely skip gunmetal technology altogether, that these screens are actually worth the time, even white screens are worth the time, then how come we don't see any demonstrations matching this one or any of the other ones we do? I can do a demonstration tomorrow and put down YouTube match this demonstration, and I guarantee you it will stay blank at the bottom of that page for as many years as we have it up. We got a demonstration called the 1100 Lumen Challenge. It still sits untouched. Can't take screens outside, they'll wash out, they'll have problems out there. We don't have those problems. So I think I'm gonna do that tomorrow. I'm gonna put a YouTube challenge for anybody to do the exact same demonstration that we're doing right now. We got a challenge up already. What was the challenge? We had a $37 projector at 2800 lumens and another one at 1000. And that demonstration, that'll never be done, not ever. So if they have to be in the dark in order to get the machine to work, if they're calibrating, then that's a problem. And if you're buying a projector for an insane amount of contrast, why would you need all that contrast to begin with? Oh, you need it for darker shades. That's what you need it for. Well, you know the more advanced the contrast is on the projector, the more you're going to pay for it. Look at that. That screen is maintaining. Look at that. On that glass jar or glass. It's containing a 100%, all containing a 100% black level. That's what it's displaying. And for those of you who do have high calibers amount of black levels or whatever in your projector, you are not picking up contrast at all. You're picking up a shade of gray, a darker shade of gray. The darker you go on the screen, the darker your shades will pick up. When you finally reach a black screen, you'll have to turn it off because there's no point in using something when you already have it. I think that was yesterday where I took the 1000 lumen projector and I directed it toward the ceiling with the snow levels and still picked up off the ceiling. So pretty soon we're going to have this in a showroom. And as I said before, by the time midsummer or summertime hits around that time, the price will jump. Like I said, it's a good price now, but when we hit it out there, it's going to go a little higher than that. Probably in the range of $800. Oh, definitely want to do that. Is that coming up next? Definitely want that demonstration to pop up next. That's a really good one. I'm doing fish in the next one. What am I doing next one? Is that one coming on next? It should pop on next. Why don't we show me the ones I want to see and give me something completely different? That's not right. Oops. Let's see that other one. We got paint on here. Let me see. Do this one right here. Not even in 4K. Boom. As I said before, that if you have black technology and it can pull an extremely high white level, that makes it an extremely dangerous screen. Because one of the downfalls they say of black technology is the fact that it can't see white light. Ours can see white light extremely well. And since everything is about contrast, if it wasn't, you wouldn't go out and buy a projector with extremely high contrast level. How can a projector beat a screen that's physically 100% black? Which means all my projectors that I'm using here at 2000 to 1, 3000 to 1, or 4000 to 1 contrast can basically pull a contrast level more advanced than a projector of 2 million or 4 million or 5 million. If those want to actually have a conversation about that, saying how a projector that has a 2 million to 1 contrast or 5 million to 1 contrast can beat a screen that's already physically black. Not going to happen. You're mimicking a black level. Our screens are black. Oh, look at the colors pop off that bad boy. So that's what we tell people. When we talk to people, customers who have these expensive JVC projectors, we're not talking about P2s. I like to go in those lobbies where people got those huge, massive projectors in there. And there, a P2 over there is considered to be a paperweight over there. JVC, are you kidding me? Yeah, you're talking about $30,000 projector, maybe a little more than that. People got the high-end machines over there. And they're still stuck in the dark on a white screen. Use it on a white screen. I don't even know why you spend the money for such a powerful machine and then use it on a white screen. What would be the point? But then again, it's the huge lie when people think that if you have a projector, you got all these bells and whistles, you're going to be able to pull off the exact same thing on your white screen because your projector has a lot of power. That's not going to happen. Let's see. What do I want to change? Let's go over to, I like to do my snowstorms. 4K snow screensavers. We can go play in the snow if we want to. This right here is the most impressive part about our technology. It's the fact that it can literally see white light. If I want to do a contrast is pretty easy. Samsung OLED 4K demonstrations. That's easy. Screens we like anyway. Something a gray screen will never, or white screen will never have the capability. And if we engineer it, still can't do it. Only the black screens have the capability to pull 100% black level in a fully lit environment and still maintain a white level with no problem. Now keep in mind the technology we have here will not support Valvo or WeMax projectors, so we have strongly advised you do not try it. It will not work. But we do have a screen paint that is designed for it. I'm going to change my scene real quick because I'm kind of looking at that. Dolby Visional. Like I messed that up big time. at the visual. It was visual you wanted to go with. Let's try that again. 4K Dolby Visual. There we go. It's narration is why. Still need to know all that.
Colors.
Seriously? What I do for a living, I don't even basically hear all that in a day. Let's see. Another channel. Give me a.
Why do
I'll take that one. Show my screen up on that side, and then on that side. So I got some new pictures for the product because I wanted pictures of all of this. As a matter of fact, I should have took some pictures from here too. This would be perfect on this side too. On top of that, that'd be really nice. But we got the nice side shots and the front shots with no problem, which I like. Look at the beautiful skin tones, colors, everything pops pretty beautifully. As it should. That's how it's supposed to be reacting. Let's see what else we have on here. Oh, this demonstration was done completely wrong. Someone did this on a Valve screen. Bad idea. Valve screens can't maintain contrast and the projector can't do it either. This is how this demonstration was supposed to look like. I can never understand why people do OLED demonstrations. We do them on our great technology because we like to show off our contrast levels and for the environment, so that way the customer knows exactly what they're getting. But if you only make a great product, you should never ever be showing off an OLED demonstration because you can't pull this off on your screen. We can because we make black technology, but even in the dark silver, we explain to people that, look, we'll show you this, and I'm not going to hide this from you so you can see exactly what you're getting, but we're not going to fake it. We're not going to stick in a dark environment, use projectors with high contrast to try to basically fake it. We're going to show you exactly what you're going to get in a fully lit environment. So when you turn your lights on, there's no shock that you're not picking up the contrast level on that level to a black screen because we show this to you. But even we know at the end of the day, that can't pull a contrast level equal to a black screen. But when I see people who only make great products and they're trying to show off OLED demonstrations, please stop doing that. That's embarrassing. Really. OLEDs do not pull up gray, they pull up black. So that's why we show off the gray screen, so that way people can see exactly where the contrast levels lay. I'm not going to go up there and lie to you and say, oh, we have a great product. It's going to pull contrast level just like an OLED. That's a lie. So stop doing those demonstrations. It is an embarrassing. OLEDs are black. Bought an OLED TV and your background comes up gray, I think you ought to find your receipt. And that, what do you call it? That Valve screen, gee whiz, that is a joke of all jokes. That thing matched the white screen perfectly, and it turned around and matched the gray wall behind it. That is really bad. And then the person who did the review clearly didn't see this. Like, I don't know how you didn't see this, because I saw it, everybody else saw it, everybody in the forum site saw it, everybody on Facebook saw it, they were laughing at it. How did you not see this? So like I said, at the end of the day, it shows people that just don't have a trained eye for it. That's the problem. They don't have a trained eye for it. But yeah, that valve was set up. Yeah, that thing is trash. I'm gonna go near it with that with a 10-foot pole. Couldn't even give me that away for free. Oh, the narrations.
Over time, this folder stay
I'm not doing the narrations. Yeah, if I won that in a contest, I'd give it away. What would I do with it? There's nothing I can do with it. Probably paint over the screen, that's pretty much it. The projector, yeah, right. I ain't doing anything with that thing. And if we did paint over the screen, we couldn't use the projector anyway. It don't work on our screen, so literally we'd have to, I don't know, give that away. I literally give it away with a full sheet of explaining why we're giving it away. Man, there's no way in the world. 3,000 to 1 contrast. That's pretty poor. That's extremely poor. Especially for that kind of money. Shit, my NEC on the floor is higher than that. And my lumen count's higher. And again, what can you expect? The company got sued by Epson. Epson sued the daylights out of them for basically lying about their, I wonder about that too. I wanted to look into that. Like when they first came out and they were claiming to be 6,000 lumens, like the people bought that projector clearly thinking it was 6,000 lumens. Oh, that's beautiful, look at that. Thinking it was 6,000 lumens. Did they get their money back? Or did they file like a joint lawsuit or something to get their money back? Because again, I'd be kind of ticked off if someone told me that my projector was 6,000 and it turns to be 1,800. That's a huge, massive drop from 6,000. I don't know. I don't know if they got their money back or what. I don't know how that works. Oh, gaming on this thing is freaking insane. It's black screen. I wish my game on black screens. But yeah, I wonder if they got their money back or something. I'd have been ticked. If they what? Wait. There's not. It's a shame because some people wouldn't even know what 6,000 was if we triggered off. You could tell because when I was looking at the demonstrations of it, the room was like way too dim. You're talking about 6,000 lumens, and you're literally like a foot away from a screen, and the wall is white too. On top of that, you would have been bouncing light everywhere in the environment. That'd been like taking a spotlight and putting it in your living room and turning it on. Yeah, like triggering all over the place. There is no way in the world. I was thinking maybe 25, but 18? Gee whiz, that's a huge, massive drop. And I keep explaining to people like the whole theory of the whole pixel shifting and the 150 inch, they do not work together. How in the world? Okay, so the whole purpose of having the pixel shifting is to compress the pixels tighter together. So you would have pixels left over if you do a screen size of 100 to 120. But how are you going to get a 150 inch screen out of it, max it out? Where are you going to get the extra pixels from to compress that? That's the problem they were having over what was called eyewall, whatever it was, when the image was coming up fuzzy. They had it at 150 inches. And the guy was saying, yeah, I know the image is not that good. It's fuzzy and a little blurry. Yeah, because you can't pixel it due to the fact you don't have enough pixels because you maxed out at 150. That's like trying to fill a glass that's full already. So that's had a conversation with them. I was asking about the demo that they did, I guess in that whole entire expo, about how they were worrying about the lights plaguing their screen at 21 feet. If you're worried about 21 feet, basically washing out your screen, what's going to happen when the average homeowner has in their house? Now, my ceilings in here are a little bit higher. Some probably about, last house was probably about 8.5, probably about 10 feet my ceilings are in here, maybe a little more. And I have LED lights in here. My lights are LED. So if you can't maintain at 21 feet, you're not going to maintain in my environment. You will not. That's why I saw the person who had it. Thank you so much for those videos because that allowed me to see exactly what that screen can do. He had it in that dark environment, and that screen still was having issues maintaining. Color came up to a certain degree. But again, the screen couldn't pick up any contrast to save his soul. And then the sad part about it is, even with all the color that picked up, the white screen did it too. What did it be testing? I'm curious at the end of the day about the Valve projector. They claim for it to be 6,000 lumens. What freaking certified requirement did they go through in order to get the certification, in order to say that, okay, all your specifications are legit, you know what I mean? We can let this pass. How in the world did they get away with that? Somebody paid somebody. Well, ooh, that's one crazy looking fish. 2 weeks ago. It's this one. Man. Sorry if I see another animal, I'm gonna shoot myself. Let me see. Any bugs on here? Something else? There we go. Something different. Oh, this screen changed out. I'm gonna change this screen over. What are you watching on this with? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, with some beautiful flowers on this side. I'll take this over here. There we go. Oh yeah, some nice beautiful flowers on this side. I like that. Let's change up. So over here. Let's come back over here. I want to see my other screen. I got some nice pretty flowers popping up over here. But let me shut my door. The door explains to my screen. There we go. I can see both of my screens at the same time, a little bit of the other one. This is usually when I'm sitting down in my chair working. We have orders going out, so just to let you know, those who've just received tracking numbers, you're good to go. You'll be shipping out soon, and the rest of you will be shipping out tomorrow. Got supplies coming in real soon to get you guys all taken care of and shipped out and out the door. We haven't got. Oh, I'm curious. That's gonna answer that question, but I'll do it for the next one. I'm curious for the next one. Because we have a list now. We keep a track list. Since we had the little customer incident, we do a track list where we keep a track of every single customer that orders a product from us. Since now we literally, it's sad to say, we literally gonna have to take a customer to court and sue them for doing something stupid. So we know exactly what ships out and what goes out. The new containers, the ones the new with the what do you call it? The new labels, they're going to have barcode scans on them, so we can have a stock number of everything. Anything that goes in and out can be traced and tracked, so that way we know what containers are being used for what. Now, only customers don't worry about this are customers that do right by us and do things by the book, and don't try to commit scams against our company. Those of you who feel the need to do this kind of stuff at the end of the day, as I told you before, it's going to be a different way on how we do things now. We're not going to be setting you out any cease and desist orders. We're going to serve you right from the door and then take you right to court. I think that's the best way to go. But I think after what the other one's going to go through, or the rest of we're going to go through, I think that should be enough for people to see exactly we're not playing games. Oh, look at the color in that. Isn't that gorgeous? I love this one. I like the Chrissy. Chrissy's are gorgeous projectors. I think I'm going to replace these two projectors in here with the Chrissy LW400s. Those are about $100. I saw them for $80 yesterday. They're about $100. I'm just going to get two of them. I like the 300 and 500 range, but I want to go cheaper than that. I love having a $60 projector, ultra short throw. That's fun. Bright those colors are absolutely gorgeous over there. Alright, those orders are finished and done. Make the other ones finished and done. Oh, we got 3 gallons going out, so I'm going to get that taken care of right away. Bugs are driving me crazy. Really, that's right. Oh, some birds. That's how bright your reds have to come up. For those who are using a venue projector and washed out that close to a screen and that much light, yeah, you're definitely did that incorrectly. We did those out. Matter of fact, keep in mind, we've done 250s outside on venues at 21 feet. I don't know how in the world someone can't pull up color on a projector that's literally sitting 5 feet from a screen, and it's venue at that. Judging by the size of it, it's probably anywhere between, it was over 5,000 lumens. I can tell by the size of it. It's probably somewhere roughly around maybe 6,000, 7,000 lumens. That's why when I was requesting the projector, I found out that projector is 4K, and that person lied in the room and said it was 1080p. It doesn't make a difference if it's 720p. It should have pulled its venue. It's a commercial projector. And the fact that it had to sit that close to the screen, probably using short throw. I don't know why they didn't use long throw, and that long throw basically would have did really badly in there on that screen. They're lucky it pulled up on a short throw. And that screen washed clean out. See how the colors, how bright they are? You're showing off tropical birds at the end of the day. It should never ever be that washed out. I want you guys to see that demonstration on that one. I saw demonstrations on other people's screens that were showing off tropical birds. They like to show that off. That's a washed out screen. It's supposed to be bright and beautiful, and colors are supposed to pop. It's supposed to be beautiful. Going to the next room.
Today we're here to honor legacy. Symbols are nothing without the women and men that give them meaning. We need new heroes.
The Falcon and the Winter Soldier is relevant and gripping in all the right ways. Marvel has brought feature film caliber storytelling to Disney Plus. Superheroes cannot be allowed to exist. Now streaming on Disney Plus and upgrade to the Disney bundle for even more.
Now if you go in, things will change. I've lost weight, and I'm keeping it off.
We've only helped reduce my appetite.
People think you would go lost an average of 35 pounds. I lost over 46 pounds. But let me show you this with other
Of course we got a commercial running over there. Why not? Why not? Put like a 9-hour commercial in there. Why not? Put a 9-hour commercial in that bad boy. I gotta turn my sound system down the next minute. It's really too loud on. Get my tropical birds going on. People will be on there like, what the freak is going on in here? Screen ain't supposed to watch out. I'm 21 feet back. AK desired nature.
Getting that from YouTube.
I didn't see one contrast demonstration. Not one. What is the deal with that? Now I'm curious. I was thinking about just contacting the company and see if they can show me a contrast demonstration off that screen with all lights on.
Don't risk losing your Pennsylvania medical assistance.
Come back to this in a few
Update
minutes.
your address.
Because you didn't see any contrast. What's the point of basically showing off the screen if you're not going to show any contrast? How is the contrast going to play out on that screen? See, that's what I'm talking about, half in it. Just showing a bunch of colors and a bird and some other nonsense, that's not enough. The people who I do business with, they need to see all of that. They want to see contrast, white levels, the whole 9 yards. So you have to be to show that off. You can't just be in there showing off some freaking birds on a lake and whatever. You got to show contrast. How does contrast react in that kind of light? Is it going to pull? So that's why I said the demonstration wasn't done right. You got to show contrast. Here comes the freaking manager. Hey manager, what's the dealio? Jazz music, beautiful fish.
Getting that from YouTube.
So we go there. TCL 4K demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
I want the one with this one. That's what I want. You see, I can show my white levels and colors and all that good stuff, show contrast. You have to show everything. You can't just stick to one thing because you can get away with it. Not just one person. I see a lot of people doing that nonsense. You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to show everything off. That's what's comfortable for you. Because the customer needs to see this. Way too loud, way too loud. I like to have my system up at 3 with the raise. That's way too much. That's better. You want your, look, you want the jazz back on, like, man, you know, put my jazz music back on. All right. Jazz, New York City, nighttime.
Getting that from YouTube.
That's his favorite. Personally, my favorite too, because it stays on for a long time. You usually got to come here and change it, put it back, change it. YouTube asks me that dumb question, are you here? I'm watching you see with the lights on. Yep, there he is out in the window. The inspector. Let's go back to the other room, put his stuff back here. That's what he likes to listen to. Go back to our other section in here. Make sure we got a commercial playing. Nope, got our flowers. See, I can walk through my house. This is how it's supposed to be done. I should be an apartment. Sorry, I'm used to saying house all the time. Well, soon I'll be saying house again. But as I say, see, I can just walk through. All my lights are on, screens, projectors are all firing up. Not darkening the environment, none of that nonsense. Not even at 159 inches, 1610. That's how it's supposed to work. Now trying to figure out where the coffee table is at so you don't bang your shins. Let me sit down over here. I'm taking this off the stand. We don't need this right now. Just put this over here. And I'm gonna sit down when I usually see. I do a little bit so that way I'll sit over here. Ugh. This is where I like to sit at. This is what I'm expecting to see. I love the crisp. Look how beautiful that color is. This is what I'm talking about. At the end of the day, people, this is what you call peace of mind. You don't spend the money for expensive projectors, not even needed. Ultra short those cost me under 200 bucks. That's it. So if you're in a fully lit environment with my lights on, and I can work, and if I want, I can look out the window. Definitely gonna be doing some Dreamcast today. I'm playing some Power Stone 2. That's what I want to play. Alright people, well with that being said, check out our products on our website. We have free shipping. Some products do have free worldwide shipping. I gotta go. I got orders to process, get out the door, and I got packages and supplies coming today so I can get your orders taken care of. As you can see, you don't have to have an expensive projector to work with our technology. You don't have to have some high-end expensive projector. 4K is not required. Even 1080p is not required. 720p runs on our technology just fine. So that'll save you a lot of money right there. And on top of that, if you want, you can just paint your entire wall like I did in here, or just paint any size screen on top of that. You don't have to worry about spending all the money for a high contrast to pick up a higher black level. It's not needed at all, period. There's no calibrating. As you can see, all our colors are popping up nice and sweet. No problem whatsoever. When I get time, I'm going to actually start doing some projecting off the ceiling because that's also screen paint too. Okay, that being said, I'm going to watch a movie here, some cartoons here, and I'm going to do some Power Stone 2 over here. Gotta go. Thank you all, and God bless.